Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the conditional sentences type 3 for you. Before I start explaining if type 3, I will revise with you the modal verbs and the past perfect tense because of their importance in this structure. At the beginning, let's start with the modals. What are the modals? The modal is a type of an auxiliary or helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. In the following table, I have mentioned for you the main modals in both present and past tense and an example on each modal. At first we have can, could, he can swim, will, would, I will make some cookies, may, might, she might leave, shall, should, you should help your mom. Okay, my dear students, please pay attention for the following two notes. The first one is, after modals the base form of a verb is used. دائما وأبدا بعد المودال بيجي الفعل بحالة البيس. As you can see in this sentence, he can swim. Swim is the base form of the verb. The second note is, if you want to negate the modal verb, just add not to it. إذا بدك تكون النفي من الفعل المودال فقط بنضيف له not. So can plus not can't, could plus not couldn't, will plus not won't, would plus not wouldn't, may plus not may not, might plus not mightn't, shall plus not shan't, should plus not shouldn't. Now let's move to the past perfect tense. We aren't concerned with the uses of this tense as much as we're concerned with the formation. So for form we need the auxiliary verb had and the past participle form of the main verb. As you can see in this example, the subject she, the auxiliary verb had, and the main verb gone in past participle. Okay, let's move to the negative form. How do we form the negative in past perfect tense? When we want to negate the past perfect tense, we just add not to had. Just add not to had. Add not to had. For example, if we want to negate the previous sentence, she hadn't gone. She hadn't gone. We just add not to the helping verb. Okay. Now, let's move to the uses of if conditional type 3. Conditional sentences type 3 refer to past and real actions in the past time. They express an impossibility in the past time. Third conditional is a conditional that we use it to wish that the past is different, so things in the present would be different. We use it also to talk about our regards and the life lesson, i.e., or in other words, use it to say if I hadn't done that thing previously, thing would be a little bit different in the present. غالبا ما تعبر جمل الشرط في الحالة الثالثة عن الندم، ويكون الواقع الحقيقي مغاير لما تعبر عنه الجملة. تشير جمل الشرط في الحالة الثالثة إلى موقف افتراضي في الماضي. Okay, now let's move to the formation. How do we form the if type 3 sentence? In the if type 3 sentence, we have two clauses. One is called if clause, which consists of if, subject, and past perfect. Remember that the past perfect is had plus verb 3. We call this clause is if clause. The second clause consists of subject, past modal verb, have plus verb past participle. We call this clause main clause. So we have two clauses. The first one is if clause and the other one is main clause. If clause consists of if, subject, past perfect, The other clause or the main clause is consist of subject, past modal verb. You can use would, might, could, etc. Then have, and the last thing, the verb in past participle. For example, if we had gone to the cinema, here we have if and the subject we, the helping verb had, the verb verb 3 gone to the cinema, we, in the main clause we have we, would, as we said, past modal verb, have, and it must be followed with what? Past participle, a verb seen, as we have here in this sentence. We would have seen my friend Jacob. Okay, now let's move to things you have to remember. The first thing you have to remember in F type 3, that the main clause can also be at the beginning of the sentence. In this case, don't use a comma. That means you are free to start your sentence with the main clause or with if clause. But if you start with the main clause, don't use a comma. As we have here in this example, he wouldn't have had that terrible accident if he had been careful. As you can see here, we start our sentence with what? With the main clause, not with the if clause. And if you want to start your sentence with the main clause, don't put the comma. Don't put the comma. Okay. The second thing you have to remember, the main clause and or if clause might be negative. That means if you negate the if clause, add not to had, and if you negate the main clause, add not to the modal you have in your sentence. For example, if he had been careful, he wouldn't have had an accident. Here we have what? The main clause in negative. And in the second example, we will have the if clause in negative. If it hadn't started to rain, we could have walked to the museum. As you can see, in the first example, we add not to the helping verb would, and in the second sentence, we add not to the helping verb hadn't. The last thing you have to remember is unless is the negative form of if. Unless is the same as if not. So you might say, if you hadn't overslept, you wouldn't have missed the first lesson. Or you can say, unless you had overslept, you wouldn't have missed the first lesson. Both have the same meaning. But if you use unless, omit the not from had. Here we have examples on F type 3. Let's start with the first one. If you had asked me, I might have helped you. If you had asked me, I might have helped you. And you can also say, I might have helped you if you had asked me, but you have to omit the comma. The second one, if he had been careful, he wouldn't have had that terrible accident. The third one, she might have understood the tourist if she had learned Japanese. And also you can say, if she had learned Japanese, comma, she might have understood the tourist. The last example, unless I had broken my leg, I would have taken part in the contest. Or also you can say, if I hadn't broken my leg, I would have taken part in the contest. Okay, at the end, thank you for watching. Love you all. Thank you.